Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends. Welcome once again to yet another episode here on the Live Signatures Radio. We are in the middle of a series, and in this series we are talking about money, millions, billions, and wealth, and what you can be able to learn. Specifically what I've mentioned, or what I've titled this small series, which might end today or tomorrow. I've said 2 lessons that we can be able to learn from Elon Musk about becoming wealthy. In the year 2021 January, someone tagged Elon Musk on Twitter. He can never be on Facebook, on Twitter. And they say that Elon Musk has become the richest man in the world at $190 billion. Billion, by the way, is a big number. I'm just going to derive to you at some point. It's a big number. Anyway. And Elon Musk responded and so on. So from that point in time, I thought, let us learn some things about this guy. And they're just 2 lessons. Did you know that when you want to learn about millionaire, billionaire, it is not a lot. Very few things. 2 lessons. Today, let us look at the second lesson. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Obviously, lesson number 1, we've already talked about this. And what is lesson number 1 about money and becoming wealthy? That wealth and money is the byproduct. It is not the only target. It is the unintended byproduct of what? Of doing something larger than life. There is no top 10 wealthy person whose wealth is not connected to something larger than life. Google is larger than life. Microsoft is larger than life. Apple is larger than life. SpaceX, Tesla, and Twitter, they are larger than life. Right? Berkshire Hathaway, it is larger than life. The unintended side effect of doing something greater than yourself, that is where the wealth comes from. Equity Bank in Eastern Central Africa is larger than life. The unintended side effect of doing something greater than yourself, that's where the wealth comes from. In other words, the shortcut of getting wealthy is not to go after wealth. It is to go after adding value. It is go after solving problems in a grander way, in a large scale. That's where the wealth comes from. And these guys, these millionaires, these billionaires, these wealthy people, their focus is seldom on the money. Their focus is always on the impact, on the thing that is larger than life. It is always on something that has consumed them. They don't find enlightenment and fulfillment in the money. Of course, the money makes life easier and so on, but it is not their focus. It is not their focus. The guys who are in Wall Street, trading and so on and so forth, you might not tag something larger than life to those people. That's why the 1998 or 2008 global financial crisis, global financial crash and depression, it started there because there was nothing larger than life other than the money itself. They were going for the money. They went for the money. There was nothing else other than the money. See, when there is nothing else in our pursuit of life other than the money, we are in trouble. Sooner or later, we're going to land into a major crisis. Money must ensue. Wealth must ensue. Money must follow something greater than life. It must follow passion. It must follow purpose. And I know they'll say, you're not even wealthy. You don't even know what you're saying. Well, look at the guys who are wealthy. We can learn from them. That's what we're doing in this series. We can learn from those guys who are already wealthy. None of them in the top 10, top 20, top 100. You cannot mention, even in the top 400 wealthy people, you cannot mention a name of someone who is wealthy in the top 400 and then you find that they are not doing anything larger than life. Oprah Winfrey doing something larger than life. She might be in the top 1,000 wealthy people, but you cannot find someone who is wealthy whose larger than life is money. Just the money, just the money, just the money. We learned that yesterday, and I think it is important for us to keep saying that. These days, you see people coming on social media and or WhatsApp groups and say, guys, what kind of business am I going to start with this amount of money that I have? Listen, that kind of focus is on the money. You've got to find something that is larger than life, something that is not necessarily the money. But don't get me wrong, because going directly after money is one of the avenues of which you can build your financial portfolio. And people do that with stocks, people do that with mutual funds, people do that with offshore investments, people do that with all that money stuff, investing stuff. When you're doing investing in liquid assets, as in cash, you are going after the money. You are being wise. I am not belittling that in any way. But I'm saying, if your existence in life is primarily to do that, you've missed it. You have totally missed it. Today, let us introduce the second lesson that we can be able to learn from these wealthy people. Yesterday we talked about Elon Musk, and we also talked about Dr. James Mwangi from Kenya. The second lesson we are learning from these wealthy people is simple. And I've already mentioned it, or I've already alluded to it, or I've already made an inference to it. The second lesson is simply this: money is not the ultimate end. Remember, yesterday and the previous day we said money is not the focus of these wealthy people. It is a byproduct. It is not the main focus of their pursuit. It is a byproduct of them dedicating their lives to something larger than life. If it's James Mwangi, it's equity. If it's Elon Musk, it's SpaceX, Twitter, and the other, Tesla. If it's Bill Gates, it's Microsoft. Maybe the foundation is just for giving away. If it's Mark Zuckerberg, it's Facebook. Larry Page, it's Google. Right? Oprah Winfrey, it's inspiring lives. That's the focus of these people. It is something larger than life. But notice also, lesson number 2, it is not the end. It is not the end. As in, once they have gotten their millions, that's the end. No. You will find the dreams that teenagers normally have. That's why they have that song, that's popular song, I wanna be a millionaire, so freaking bad. Because they want to stop. Once I become a millionaire, I stop. I stop living and I just fly from one place to another. Harem of women, drinks, hard drinks, soft drinks, yacht, adventures and booze and just a cozy, comfortable life, fast cars and sports and people calling my name and, bowing before me, because millionaire was the end result or was the target. We are learning from these wealthy people, it is not the end. How did we learn this from Elon Musk? Those 2 tweets he sent. Remember I told you, they tagged him on Twitter and they said, hey, Elon Musk has been named as the richest man in the entire universe. That was January 2021, I think. And he replied, number one, how strange, where we learnt our lesson that money was not his target. And then number two, he replied, okay, back to work, where we are learning now that money is not the end. He would have said, oh, target accomplished, mission accomplished, down your tools, go and, marry someone else and marry a new person or get a group of women and all that stuff. But he didn't stop there. He kept going. He is not doing it for the money. So teenagers, they're saying, oh, I want to have this Range Rover Sport, and I want to have $1 million in my account, and all these things. These things are a side effect. They are an unintended side effect. Now, if they are the unintended side effect, what happens is that they are not the end. As in, once the money has come, then you stop. You've arrived. You check out of this life. No. If what you are targeting, or if your focus is on what is larger than life, if you're a Zuckerberg, it's Facebook, then even when you are a billionaire, you still focus on Meta. You still focus on how you can make Facebook better. You still focus on developing. Facebook is a behemoth. You still focus on it, right? If you're a Larry Page, you still focus on making Google better. If you're Elon Musk, you do exactly what he did when he was told that he's the richest man. He said, back to work. It's not the end. That's not what we are alive for. We're not alive for the money. We're alive for something else. Are you getting my point? That's exactly what we're learning from this. And tomorrow I'm going to close the whole entire series by just going deeper into that particular topic, that money is not the end. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.